I'm going to try to restring this Strat. This has locking tuners, so we'll deal with that. I'm going to put on some D'Addario 10 through 46. These are the NYXL 10 through 46 set. I like these because they don't have a lot of extra packaging. They have a recycling program. You can send in old strings. They also have a point system where you can send in a code. So, and get like points and get new cables and strings. So these strings are probably not horrible, but I'm playing a gig Friday. I just don't want to deal with a broken string. These, I'll feel the string and see if there's any crud on it. These feel pretty clean, but still, I've done a few gigs and rehearsals with these, so just, yeah, they feel really clean. Oh well. So I get these strings at Guitar Center or D'Addario. I usually get them when they're on sale. So this string, it's got a little bit of denting on it, the D string. So I'll just kind of unscrew the locking tuner, so when I get it kind of loose, it will just come right out. Just gotta turn a few short turns, and so this one feels pretty smooth. This guitar sounds really good. It's got Kinman noiseless pickups, and sounds really good on this Stones material we're working on. So I've got this Callahan bridge, which is kind of a nice heavy duty steel high quality replacement bridge. Yank those out easy, so that's good. So what I do with these is I just wind them up and then I recycle them. You can send them into D'Addario and get points for more strings and cables. So I'm using the cables from D'Addario thanks to all the points you get when you buy the strings. So like I say, not so much, you know, they don't have a ton of plastic garbage in there. What's this? Oh, sound hole tuner, pro winder. Great. So the code, it's called Player's Circle, and there's a code right here. You just enter that code. Kind of nice. You can open the envelope, take them out. They're color coded. Gold is the low E, red is A, D is black, G is green, B is purple, and B is silver. So they come in 2, 2, and 2. So I'll just kind of lay them out. First, the two big strings. Goes nice and fast. Here's the gold, so I know the color code is really handy. So with the Strat, you're going to put it in right here. Run that through. Get that started. There's my E. I think I'll get them all going. Here's the A. So sometimes I was doing string changes and repairs for people for a few years. I kind of got sick of it, really. But it just kind of stresses me out. But I can still, I was starting to do, I was thinking about getting some more training in guitar repair. But man, I don't have the time, really. It's just, I'm always filming, practicing, recording, learning songs, or trying to keep up with my own studies of guitar, plus gigs. And it's just like, I don't have time to do repairs. So there's the purple for the B. Get them all in there. I like to go kind of fast. I don't want to spend all day doing this. So that Callahan bridge, one of the reasons I like it is the block is a nice hunk of steel. It's very, I want those notes to ring out. So double check silver, purple, green, black, red, and gold. So get them all up there. Pull them tight here. So here's those Spurzels locking tuners. Kind of heavy duty, clunky things, but let's just see. So I like to kind of get down on the floor like this, kind of stretch my legs a little bit, and I don't really have a good desk or a bench, so you can pull them up nice and tight here. Tighten the knob on back and just crank it up nice and fast. Here's the A. All it needs is a few cranks. Here's the D. Slam them on there. I used to work in guitar stores and do this quite a bit. Quite a bit of string changing. It's nice to have a bench. Maybe someday. Here's the B. But this kind of relaxes me. It's kind of like a yoga move here, just sort of stretching out my legs in a weird way. For some reason, my knees don't scream at me. There's a B, get it under the string retainer. I don't know if that's necessary with these locking tuners, but because they're staggered. Kind of hard to see where the opening is here. A little trouble here. There we go. A little trouble, but lock that one up. Crank it down. High E. Let's see, we got a snipper. Make sure these are locked down pretty good. Ooh, crank those down, and I even save these ends for recycling. Last time I sent in a pretty big box full of old strings. So when I was doing guitar repairs, I had a lot of strings. So to get the strings ready for the gig, I'll practice bends. So I'll check and see how close I am to standard pitch. I did not use a tuner here, but it sounds almost like it's ready to go. we shall see. But that's how I change strings. I just kind of get it done as quickly as possible and move on to my next big thing. So definitely will recycle this stuff if it can be recycled, and then look at player circle and get some points. Oh no. All right, there you go. So that's how I do a Strat, man. Thanks.